a moral dilemma.
Eh? Oh.
Actually, I'll bring it up, and then if we decide that maybe we shouldn't put it on the podcast, I can always cut it.
Okay.
So you remember like a couple months ago, I told you a guy that I used to work with was like diagnosed with bipolar, and he kind of like went off the rails.
Right.
Now, I don't think he was just recently. He told me he was just recently diagnosed. I think that there's no way.
No way.
And after talking to my brother, I don't think that there's any way.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he went off the rails, and then he had like really attached himself to me for whatever reason, and then was like trying to promote the band all the time, which was like in a bad way. Like he was trying to run ads and shit.
Yeah.
And then on the week that I went to the cottage, he had posted a photo on Instagram that was literally like he just took his phone and like in motion took a photo and then captioned it Lost Arts in like green font and then took a screenshot of that. And I know it's a screenshot because there's like a messenger bubble in the photo. And he posted that on his Instagram with like didn't tag us or anything. I just saw it because I followed him. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he was like, yeah, man, like I fucking I can use that to promote you guys for like $2. And I was like, yeah, don't do that. And I told him a couple of times, I was being really polite. I was like, yeah, just be a fan. That's great that you like us that much or whatever, but like you don't promote us.
Totally.
And he tried a couple times where he was like, dude, if you like give me this percentage, I could run Facebook ads. And I was like, I can run I know how to run social media ads. I definitely don't need you to run them. Like you don't know what you're talking about. And so I go to the cottage and like it was really frustrating because we didn't have great internet. Yeah. And like the activity from him was just like way more to the point where like I finally like lost it on the guy and like blocked him from like everything. And because he was like, yeah, man, like I ran an ad for you guys on Instagram for like $2 and like it's really easy and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, don't do that. Like fucking take it down. And then I wake up the next morning and I'm like, see that I'm tagged in something. And he had like tagged me, like my name, and then had said that like him and Lost Arts were doing like some kind of partnership, and I fucking texted him like red hot mad. I was like, you take that down. I was like, don't tag me and shit, especially stuff like that like, you haven't even talked to me about that. Like you just said it. And again, like nobody's seeing this shit. Like anytime he was posting anything even not related to us, like there was one like and it was him. Like, but I was just like, I don't need our name like associated with it. And I fucking lost it. I was like, look, man, like I've been working hard for like 3 years to build up this thing, and like you're just fucking tainting it. And he kept being, he was like obviously apologetic. And he was like, can I still use your music for like my business? And I was like, if you ever use it or share it, like you have to fucking run that through me. Like you can. Yeah. And then he's like, well, I'll like pay you for it. And I was like, I don't want your money. Like just don't ever write the name Lost Arts unless I know about it first. Oh, and I like blocked him from everything. And then this would have been like end of July or like a month ago. And then I like didn't hear. I know I didn't block his number. I guess I must have forgot. I blocked him on like everything else, and I even like went as far as like blocking him like from like the Facebook page and stuff. Which is like insanity. But I was like, I can't fucking have you like. You can't see it. And like there's nothing obviously. I blocked him from like the We Should Jam Sometime pages, but like there's nothing stopping him from listening to this.
Right.
But he called me Monday, and I was driving back from like wherever, Waterloo or whatever, so I didn't pick it up. And then he left me a voicemail, and he texted me like apologizing and saying that he was like got the help he needed and like was back on his meds and everything, and like just to call him or like text him or whatever, and I haven't. And like all week I've been going back and forth. I feel like the only thing I can say, because again, this was like a work friend.
Yeah.
That was, as far as I was concerned, like that was it. Like I liked him at work. We talked at work. Like we would like riff and do bits, but like I wasn't like looking to hang out after work. And I was like, I'm either gonna not say anything, or I'm gonna text him and be like, hey man, like I accept your apology. I'm sympathetic to your situation, but like I can't be the guy that you come to, and like this doesn't change anything.
I'm
like,
not your confidant.
Yeah, like I can't. Because I'm like, I can't just be like, yeah, man, fucking no worries. And then who knows, man, in fucking 4 months, this shit all happens again.
Yeah, and he lays it all on you.
So I'm like, I'm actually like, I don't know if I should leave it or essentially text him back and essentially like break up with it. You know what I mean? And be like, and it feels weird even saying that because like, it's not like we were like close.
Yeah.
He just, for whatever reason, like latched on to me or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember like talking to my brother about it, who's like a pharmacist and knows about a lot of this shit, and he was just like, you just gotta be careful because like you never know like what's gonna happen or whatever. He's like, don't give in too much, just kind of like be there, but don't give too much. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right. So I was trying to do that, but it got to a point where like I had to say something.
Yeah,
and
you
I
have
had
to
be
completely
like,
back
look,
off.
man, like, because it's a tough situation. Because I don't obviously know what it's like to like have bipolar, and
Mhm.
it's like it's a weird, even like any sort of like mental illness. It's like a weird mix of like it's not your fault, but also like you are responsible.
Yeah.
For like
sure.
how
This
you
is an
treat
adult,
other
too,
people.
isn't it?
Yeah. He's like our age.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's like on one hand, like I'm like sympathetic to the fact that like it was kind of out of your control, but also
I got my own shit I got to do.
I got my own shit to do.
Yeah,
and
for
like
real.
you do at some point have to be responsible for yourself.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, if you're fucking with people's like, no, I was gonna say livelihood. I'm not making any money doing lost sites, but it's like, I don't need people's first impressions of it being these like
Yeah.
shitty ads that
Yeah,
they see.
totally.
Like I don't need that.
Yeah. You're not a part of this group. You're not
Yeah, and it's like,
associated with this
it's
group
not
at
even like
all.
you did a thing that's like dope.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
well, fuck
yeah.
it, fine. If you're gonna do that for free, then cool.
For
It was
sure.
just like it was nothing. You did nothing.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was weird. So it's been like almost. I think that was Monday that happened, and I just like wasn't rushing to the phone by any means.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I feel kind of weird because I'm like, I feel like I should say something, but it's got to be like, hey man, like, thank you for apologizing, but like, it doesn't change anything. Like,
Yeah.
I can't be friends with you. Like,
For sure.
it's not because it's not like it was like you or like Nick or somebody where
Right,
it's like,
someone that's
yeah, I
genuinely
fucking
close.
like love you guys, and
Yeah.
I want to like make it. I want to help you. It's like I don't know you, man. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta
we're
have
not
other
buds.
friends or like family that can help you. It's super weird, and like I don't know if he's gonna listen to this, and if you are, I mean, I either texted you.
Sorry, but I
Yeah,
don't not mean it.
I either
Yeah.
I either texted you with what I just said, or I didn't, and that's how I feel.